Hey guys, good evening. Guys, if you're able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started with today's session where I'm going to show you how to automate another test case. Okay, so thanks for the confirmation. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open the test case document first of all. Let me open the test case document. What was the test case number that I automated in the last session? I think probably it's 16. Yeah, or password complexity standards I completed, I think so. Yeah, let me see till where I completed. Let me go to the project and see what are the different test cases I completed so far. Yeah, it's 17 guys. 17 is completed. Now with data-driven testing we have implemented. Yes, 17, correct. Now let's move on with the 18th one. Let's move on with the 18th one. Verify whether the fields in the register account page are according to the client requirements. Okay. Verify whether the fields in the register account page are according to the client requirements is the next test case that I am going to show you how to automate in this session. For this, we need to open the application URL. First, we need to open the application URL in the browser. Once the application URL is open in the browser, the next thing is that I need to click on My Account drop menu. Then I need to select My Account drop menu. Once I select the My Account drop menu, we need to click on the register option. I need to select the register option. Once we select the register option, we'll be taken to the register account page. And yeah, I need to check all the fields. That is first name, last name, email, telephone, password, password confirm, newsletter, and privacy policy fields, including the continue button. I need to check for their height, width, and all those stuff. As per the requirements, what are there? Text field should abide to the client requirements. Height of the text field should be 34 px and width should be 100%. Okay. So, for example, if I inspect this first name field, okay, so how can we say that the height and width of these fields? How can we, you know? So here you can clearly see height is 34 px and width is 100%. All right. Height is 34 px should be there. Width it is a responsive application, so width will adjust according to the different devices. It's not static. Width won't be there. Height will be static, whereas 34 px will be there. I need to retrieve this height and width and verify. For the first name, in the CSS properties, do we have height as 34 px for the first name field or not, and width as 100%? We need to verify. Similarly, last name field also same thing, guys. Like that, all the text fields I have to verify. That's the first thing that I have to do. Text fields for the first name and last name should accept the characters between. Apart from this height and width, other requirements also we have, guys. Number of characters also we have to verify. As per the number of characters, text fields for the first name and should accept the characters between 1 and 32. Okay. Text fields for the first name and last name should accept the characters between 1 and 32. For this, we can give different sets of data and see whether it's getting accepted or not. Okay. So I'll show you how to automate this. This a lot of things are there here, guys. Okay. As part of automation, a lot of things are there. Expected results are many. This will take time. Definitely, this is going to take time because I need to verify each and every field here. Text field for the email field should not have any limit. Okay. Telephone field must be between 3 and 32 characters. Password and password confirm text field should be 4 and 20 characters. Alignment of all the fields. Okay. Alignment of all the fields on the page should be good. Okay. Should be good. Let's see that how to verify all this stuff. How to verify all this stuff we need to see. Okay. So this will take some time. Maybe not today. If it is not completed, we'll continue tomorrow also. Okay. This test case looks simple, but ultimately to do this verification, to automate it, it may take some time, guys. Okay. So whatever is possible for today, that I'm going to show you how to automate and all, and remaining part we'll leave it for tomorrow. Okay. And try to complete. Okay. Most probably I'll not be able to complete automating this entire test case today. Fine. So without any delay, let's go to this Eclipse IDE and create the new test case. I'll just name this test case as TC underscore RF underscore 018. Click on finish. And here I'm going to create a method that is public void Okay, public void verify height, width, and number of characters. Verify height, width, number of characters. Okay, here I'll provide @test annotation. Hover the mouse on the @test and import it from TestNG library. And after this is done, I'll write down WebDriver. WebDriver is equal to new Chrome driver. Control Shift O. WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Then I'm going to write down driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicitly wait. Then here I'm going to say duration dot of seconds. I'm going to give 3 seconds here, put a semicolon. Then driver dot get command I'll give. I'll give the application URL here. Let me give the application page URL. These are the common steps. Okay, that in every test case we have. Fine. After opening the application URL in the browser, I need to navigate to the my this register account page. For that, I'll inspect this my account option. So this is HTML code. Copy this text between tags and create an XPath expression like this using the tag name. // text is equal to span text is equal to my account. So this will highlight the my account drop menu. Copy this XPath expression and simply write down driver dot find element by dot XPath. Provide the XPath expression and simply say dot click. Simply say dot click. This will click on the this will click on the my account drop menu. Once I click on the my account drop menu, I'm going to select the register option, inspect this register option. So the link text locator is coming. Copy this and simply write down driver.find element by dot link text. Provide the link text locator and say dot click and say dot click. This will select the register option. This will select the register option. Once I select the register option, you'll be taken to the register account page. Once you are taken to the register account page, I need to verify the height, width, and number of characters this particular first name field accepts first, right? Okay. As per the client requirements, the text field should have the height as 34px static one and width should be 100%. Okay. Fine. You don't have to worry about which calculation and all because in different devices, different type of width will come. So verifying for 100% is okay. So what I will do here is I'll simply write down string expected height is equal to what is that 34 space px, okay, space px, and also string expected width is equal to 100%. 100%. Okay, text fields for the first name and last name should accept the characters between. Okay, fine. Inspect this first name field. Inspect this first name field, and here write down copy the id locator of the first name field and simply write down driver dot find element by dot id. Provide the id locator and say dot. Okay, I'll take the ID locator and say, I'll just put a semicolon here and simply say, I'll create a web element here, first of all. First name field. If you're using the same element multiple times, it's better that if you're using the same element multiple times, it's better that you create a web element and use it rather than writing driver.find element, some action multiple times. Store that into a web element here. Once you create the web element, simply write down dot get CSS value, right? Dot get CSS value. Here in the get CSS value, okay, double quotes. And what is the CSS property value we need to get? If you inspect this field, this is HTML code, and here in the style, scroll down. Here we have height as the CSS property value, okay, CSS value. Now this will get the height of the first name field, okay. Actual first name field height is equal to, okay. Hold the mouse on this and say create local variable. One by one field we'll verify, guys, okay. One by one field we are going to verify here. And here I'm going to actual first name field height we got and expected first name field. Let's make a print it out, okay. Let's print it out what is actual first name height getting printed as meanwhile, okay. I'll remove this print statements later. Okay, just for the sample, I'm going to print, but in real time, we don't have to print anything. Similarly, I need to get the width. First name field dot get CSS value of this time. I'll get the width, guys. Where is the width here? Go here and see where is the width. Width is there here. Okay. Actual actual first name width is equal to over the mouse on this and say create local variable and just print it out. Okay. System.out.println actual first name width. Okay. Then I'll say driver.quit. Then I'll say driver.quit and run the script and see what is getting printed in the output console. Let's find it out first. Okay. Let's wait and see what is happening here. You see, height is coming, width is coming, but height without space is there. Okay. And width is coming as 7.1.25x. Okay. So it's better that we use the width also as the same, guys. Okay. We cannot we can use this as a width and 34 without any space. You can use this. Okay. Expected height and width should be 701.25 px. Okay. Okay then we are getting something like this. So we are instead of writing the assert statement like instead of writing the print statement like this, we are going to write the assert statement. Assert dot assert equals here expected height, I'll say, and whatever the actual height you got, okay, you provide it here. Here also instead of this print statement, you write out assert equals assert dot assert equals here this side actual and this here expected width and here write down actual first name width. Now run the script. What is the problem here? Any problem I made? Save this. Sometimes this is a temporary glitch. Just close file and open it. It will go off. You see, there is no problem here. Run the script. The test should pass. This time it will not print anything, but the test should pass, guys. As per the client requirements, whatever the height and width of the field should be there, that should be there. Okay. You see, the test got passed because we got the actual results came as per the expected things. So the test is not done with the first name field, guys, because for the first name field, we have to do one more thing also. What is that one more thing? Should accept the characters between the first name field should accept the characters between 1 and 32. For example, if I don't enter anything into the first name field, if I don't enter anything into the first name field here and click on the continue button, we are getting a warning message here. That is, first name must be between 1 and 32 characters warning message we should get. Okay, this is expected warning message. So here I'll write down. Okay. Some warning message should be displayed here. Okay. If you don't follow the height and width, the warning message should be displayed. For example, string expected first name warning is equal to give the warning message, put a semicolon here. String expected first name warning. First name must be between 1 and 32 characters. You write it down. Okay. First name must be between 1 and 32 characters. So you are going to retrieve this. You are going to retrieve this. Okay. From here and see whether this is matching with. If I don't enter anything and click on the continue button directly. Once I go to this page without entering any of these fields and click on the continue button, am I getting this message under the first name field or not? I need to verify. How to verify that? For that to happen, I'll just write down assert dot. I just need to click on that, right? I need to click on the continue button without entering anything into the first name field. Inspect this continue button. And here value continue is there and here input tag is the /input @ value is equal to continue. I'll write down. This will locate the continue button. Copy this XPath expression of the continue button and simply write down driver dot find element by dot XPath. Provide the XPath expression of the continue button and simply say dot click. Once I click on the continue button, guys, once I click on the continue button, this should give me a warning message saying first name must be between 1 and 32 characters. Inspect this, and here, so how to retrieve this warning message? For that to happen, I'll take this ID of the previous, preceding sibling, that is input first name, /input @ID is equal to, give the ID attribute value as this value, and say slash following hyphen sibling ::div. Okay, this will locate the warning message. Okay, copy this and come back here and write down assert dot assert equals driver dot find element by dot xpath, give the xpath expression and simply say dot get text. Okay, once I get text, here I'll write down expected first name warning. Expected first name warning I'll write down. Put a semicolon here. Put a semicolon here. That's it. Okay, assert dot assert equals dot get text expected first name warning. Okay, that's warning message should come. Okay, if it is saying 132 characters, that's all good. Okay, but what if I give mm, some characters in between, first one character itself. Okay, if I am giving one character itself, what is happening? Okay, let's see here. If I am giving only entering only a here and clicking on continue button, this time warning message should not come. This time warning message should not come. Okay, that's what I need to verify next. Okay, that's what I need to verify next. Then I need to enter some first name into the first name field. Okay, already here first name field is already there, but the page may refresh after clicking on the continue button, guys. After clicking on the continue button, the page will get refreshed, right? The page will get refreshed. So it's better I'll write like this. Okay, first name field like this I'll write and put it here, because otherwise you'll get stale element reference exception. Okay, if you see, once you click on the continue button, the page will get refreshed, and because of which the connection between the driver.find element and this web element connection will be lost, and first name field may not work anymore. It may result in stale element reference exception. So that we have to assign this thing again, driver.find element thing again to the first name field we have to assign, then only the things will work. Then I'll say first name field dot send keys. Here I'm going to enter something like a single character. I'm going to enter like A. Okay, any single character I'll enter. Once I enter the single character A into this, once I enter the single character A into this first name field, again I need to click on the continue button. Again the same problem, guys. Here continue button, if I have to click, okay, where did I click on the continue button? This is the continue button, right? Copy this part and paste it. Don't store into the web element here. If you store also, again you need to reassign. Okay, store also you have to reassign. So it's better to copy paste here, so that stale element reference exception won't come. Click on the continue button. Once I click on the continue button, this time warning message should not come. How to verify that the warning message has not come here? Here when I enter A here, the warning message should not come. I need to verify. How to do that? For that to happen, guys, I'll write the code like this. Let's see whether it will work or not. Okay. So here I'll copy this XPath expression. Dot get text is there now. But this element is coming or not, I want to see. Okay, this XPath expression is coming or not. Okay, this XPath expression is nothing but inspect this. The warning message. Okay, Control F, Control V. You see, this time zero elements because your warning message is not there. So this particular XPath expression, because under this field there is no warning message, this XPath expression will not locate anything because there is no warning message here. So I'll take the same XPath expression that I have used earlier in this step, and simply I will write down assert false. I'll say, okay, false, assert false. I'll simply write down, put a semicolon here and write down driver.find element by dot xpath, give the xpath expression of that warning message, and say dot is displayed. If this warning message is not displayed, it will return false, and because of which it is also expecting false, because of which the test need to pass. Okay, so let's see whether this is happening or not so far, or any problems are coming. Let's try this out. Okay, we have to verify here and there. Let me run the script and see what is happening here. Okay, is the browser closed? No. Looks like the script got failed. Maybe no such element exception will be there. Then how to verify this? How to verify this? Okay. So if there is an exception coming here, that means if there is an so we can do one thing, guys. Okay, we can do one thing. If this statement is actually returning, there's no possibility it's returning true or something, that's okay. It will fail. Otherwise, what I have to do here? Okay, I just need to think of any solution here, because this statement, this element is not getting located, it is saying, because that element is not coming. Okay, in that case, what we have to do? So there are two cases where this element will be there. If element is there, this will return true. The element is there, it will return true, and it is false, and because of which assertion error will come. Okay, that's one case. Assertion error will come in that case. Okay, what if there is an exception? What if there is an exception here? In that case, what? Okay, we'll do one thing. I'll just do one thing like this. I'll copy this part. Hmm, I'll copy this part and write some logic here like this. Try block. I'll write try block, and here I'll create is displayed, and here I'll put a value here like boolean first name warning. Okay, first name warning status. Okay, first name warning status. I'll say here I'll say is equal to false. I'll say first. First I'll say false. If it is coming means I'll just change it to. If this is displayed means it will store true here. Okay, it will store true here. But if in case the exception comes, if in case the exception comes, we'll go to the catch block. Catch. No such element exception comes. There's a possibility of no such element exception. In that case, what we have to do, hover the mouse on this, import this from Selenium library, and here write down first name. Don't do anything, okay? Don't do anything. Just ignore that, okay? So first name status will be false here, okay? Or you can also put it like this also, okay? You can also put it. This, if you don't want to keep it empty, you can create it like that. Otherwise, true will be there. Why? What is happening is not used. It is saying. Now is it used? Save this. Not yet. Close this. Launch this. Okay. Boolean first name warning status is equal to false. Okay, fine. I got it. It should be used outside the try catch block. Now here first name warning status, I'll give it here. Okay, simple. This is a way to solve this problem. Okay, so that the script will work fine. The assertion will, if first name warning status is false means in some of the way, if it is displayed is either giving true or it's giving an exception, it will be false if it gives an exception. Okay, and then assert false or we are expecting false, the test will pass. Okay, let's see what will happen this time. Right click run as test and test this time. Let's see what will happen. It should work fine. We should create some ideas here around this topic and make it work out on it. The browser should close actually. If it works fine, the browser closed and test got passed. Okay, yeah, it didn't get displayed. Warning message has not come. That's the test got passed. Now the next thing again here is after entering this A here. Okay, that's not the end, guys. That's not the end. What if I give 32 characters? It should still accept. Okay, warning message should not come for 32 characters. I'll just give something like this: A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. Okay, how many alphabets will be there, guys, generally? Otherwise, I'll do one thing. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. It will be easy. A, B, C, D, E. 20. A, B, C, D, E. 25. A, B, C, D, E. 30. A, B. Up to 32 means up to A, B. Okay, this 32 in length. I click on continue button. Warning message should not come because it's according to the 32 characters. So this also on the border, whatever the value is there, that should work. So here also I'll write the code here. That is, here I'll write down first name field. Because you clicked on the continue button, there is a possibility that it will get refreshed. So again, assign this. You see this script is going to be lengthy, guys. Okay, just be with me. First name field is called, again we have to assign, otherwise you'll get stale element reference exception. Again say first name field. This time you need to clear the text. Earlier A was there. While you click on the continue button, A was there. That A should be cleared first before entering whatever you want. A should be cleared. For that to happen, I'll simply say clear. Otherwise, it will append. Along with the A, it will append the new value to the A. Okay. So it's better you clear it out and then write down first name field dot send keys, and here write down, put a semicolon here and write down A B C D E A B C D E A B C D E A B C D E 1 2 3 4 A B C D E 5 A B C D E. How many times it came? 1 2 3, 4, 5, 6, 30. 6, 5, the 30, AB. And then I need to click on the continue button. Again, I copy this line for clicking on the continue button. This time also warning message should not come, guys. Okay. So I'll just simply say this part I'll say, okay. First name warning and all these lines I need to write. Okay. So asset dot. Here also I have to write the same thing. Okay. The same thing need to be repeated again. And this time also we should not get the warning message. Let's run the script and see what is happening. For multiple sets of data that we are entering into the first name field, you see, we need to find out whether we are able to, the field is able to accept, okay. You see, it's working fine, I think so. Browser need to close now if it is working fine. Yeah, test got passed. Yeah, fine. Next thing is that what if you give, if you don't give anything, you got an exception. You got the, you got the warning message that you verified. What if you give some characters beyond 32 characters, at least one character above that or something? You just give that 33 characters this time. Okay. Again, the same thing, guys. Again, I have to say first name because we clicked on the continue button somewhere here. Stale element reference exception may come. Again, assign this and then write down first name field. Again, clear it out. The previous value, clear it out, guys. Otherwise, it will append to the previous value. Okay. Clear. Once you clear the first name field here, then first name field dot send keys you type, and send case already have typed this. This is 32 characters in length. I'll just give one extra value, that's it, C. I'll just give C. Then I need to click on the continue button again. Once I click on the continue button, this time warning message should come, guys. So this time we should get a warning message. To verify whether warning message should come or not, there was a this is okay. This asset or this part we have to see. Okay, get text and expected warning message should be fine. I just copy paste something because already we have worked on it. Okay, I'll just copy paste that. We should get that warning message. Okay, that's what we are trying to see. Okay, this time if I give something like A B C D A B C D, one extra C if I give means I should get the warning message saying 1932 again. That's what I am verifying here. And let me run the script to see whether this is working fine or not. So with this, after completing this, right, we completed the first name field. Okay, we'll be completing the verification of the first name field, verifying in the form of height, width, and number of characters here. Okay, second test done on the first name field, and third set of data also completed. Okay, done. The test got passed and everything is working fine. Same thing we have to repeat for the last name. You see, if you work for one field, the remaining fields will be easy, right? The remaining fields will be easy. Okay, if you work for one field, the remaining fields will be easy. So what I will do here is I'll just take this. I'll just take this, guys. Okay, web first name field is there now. Okay, here copy all this part. Copy all this part till here. Same things need to be repeated, guys. It will take a while, so I'm just copy pasting this. I'll just copy paste here for last name field. I'll just write a comment also if required to make it. If you want to see like where exactly I copy pasted, you see here I'll put a comment saying last name field check. Okay. Here I'll say last name field. Last name field is equal to, here I need to modify the ID here. Inspect this ID. Once I inspect the ID, here ID, last name is there. Come back here. Okay, so last name. Once I give that, actual last name field height. Okay, here last name field dot get CSS value height, the same thing, but last name field will be there. That's it. Okay, here actual last name field, and here expected height will be same. Okay, here actual last name width. Here I have to say last name field dot get CSS value of width. Here I'll say actual last name width and expected width is okay. Okay, then here expected last name warning, which is same, guys. Okay, we should here last name must be will come actually. Okay, remaining all will be same. Last name must be will be there. Okay, that's okay. Then click on the continue button without entering anything, and we have to verify whether here input last name, and under that almost everything will be same, guys. Just this ID will change, and warning message we are going to retrieve and see whether expected last name warning. We have to say expected last name warning should match with expected last name warning. Some modifications we have to. Again, we have to say last name field, copy this part to avoid the stale element reference exception, and here write down this part, and then last name field dot send keys. There's nothing to clear, so I'm not clearing it first. And then I need to click on the continue button. Then here I'll say last name warning status. Last name warning status is equal to, here I need to give the input last name here. If it is not displayed, and try catch blocks are there, last name warning status again here. Just change some things, that's it, okay? Last name warning status. Here again, last name field is equal to this part. Then say last name field dot clear, last name field dot send keys. Give the same value, driver dot find element, click on continue button. Last name warning status is equal to false again. Last name warning status, last name warning status here. You change the ID here. Input last name is ID. Okay, here we are retrieving and checking. Then next one, last name warning status. Assertion is there. Again, last name field we have to see give here. Copy this part. Again, last name field. Third check. Same thing, guys. Same steps will be repeated here also. Last name field dot clear. Last name field dot send keys with some 33 characters. Click on the continue button here. We need to check whether that warning message is coming or not. It should come. Get text and expected last name warning. You have to write it here. Okay. Expected last name warning. That's it. I think the last name field will be done. Let's run the script to see whether the test is getting passed in the last name or not. Right click run as test test. The script will go on like this, guys. It's a lengthy script, I know, but we have to do something like this only. First name is being checked now with different values. After that, last name is being checked with different values now. And the test got passed successfully. Okay. This is the thing, guys. This is the thing. So we have verified for the first name and last name fields. Okay. So for today, this much is enough, guys. For today, this much is enough. I told you already, this test will take some time. Okay. Whatever the test case I'm automating will take some time. Okay. So 18th test case we are automating. We only verified the first name field and last name field so far. I don't want to rush up. We'll continue with the email field and telephone fields and other fields. Okay. A step-by-step process. Okay. And finally, alignment of all the fields should also be checked. That will be done at the end. Okay. So no matter what, I will be working on this continuously until it is completed. For today, this much is enough. This is partially completed today. This test case is partially completed today. We're going to continue with the part 2, if required, part 3 also for this test case in the upcoming sessions. Okay. For today, this much is enough. So fine, guys. Any doubts, any questions from today's session? Anyone? Does anyone have any doubts or questions in this today's session? We are just checking the height, width, and number of characters. We are verifying whether it is really 132 characters or not by giving different length of first names, last names. You are verifying. Okay. If it is accepting the real data, then fine. Otherwise, we are just ignore. Like we'll fail the test otherwise, right? So if it should accept only 132 up to 132 characters only. It should accept. So if it is clear, guys, just type C in the chat box. If it is clear so far, just type C in the chat box. Yeah, great. Anyone have any doubts? If it is not clear, if you have not typed C in the chat box, you can ask me the doubts. Okay, I'll clear. So this is one type of test case. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Arun, I
Yes,
joined a little bit. I joined a little bit late. So
okay.
just one quick question that we are measuring height of what and width of what?
Height of this
Just
field and width of this field. Height of the
okay,
first name
okay.
field and width of the first name field we are verifying.
And
And then we
if
can get from the CSS properties. Okay. Here CSS properties will be there. From there we can get. Okay.
okay, okay, yeah, yeah, that's clear. No, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions, anyone?
Hi Arun. I have a
Yeah.
question from last test case.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What is that?
So, you had for the data-driven testing for the
Hmm.
in the data provided method, right? You
Yes.
use the 2D array, right?
Yes. 2D array.
Yeah.
Yes. Correct.
So in this, since it's a 2D array, don't you wouldn't I'm talking about in terms of the data, right? since
Hmm.
it's 2D array, don't we have to pass values in as in key
No, 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 nothing like that. Nothing like that. You see, the format for the data provider is as per this, if data provider is there means then we have to create a 2D array. That's for sure. Okay. In that, it can be single set of data or multiple sets of data. It can be done. But here, how many sets of data? I mean, here multiple data sets you are passing, right? But here only one value is there. It's not key value or kind of stuff. Okay.
yeah.
Then here only one parameter is there. Okay. Here only one
Okay.
parameter will be there. If here multiple values are there for every set, in that case multiple parameters will be there. That's the only thing. Okay.
So suppose if there is like key, I mean maybe three ID first name and last name, we will still use the same type of array,
Yes,
right? Or the
yes. Yes, yes, definitely. Okay.
okay.
If there are multiple things also, we'll use the two-dimensional object array only. But here, in every, in this two-dimensional object array is nothing but an array of single-dimensional arrays, right? So in every
Yeah.
array, we can pass, put a comma and pass multiple array elements. Okay. For every single-dimensional array, multiple elements can be there.
Okay. So for data provider, right? This is the only way we can use,
Yeah,
right?
this is
We
the
can
this is the way we
2D.
have to do. That's correct. For
Okay.
data provider, this is the way we have to do. Yes,
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Sir, for email also we can do same thing, sir. Email.
Yes, we can do the same thing. For what? With this test case or next one? 18th or
This,
17th?
yeah, this one only.
This
Yeah,
one only, yes. You can pass anything. You can
email
pass anything.
like email at the rate email at the rate
Yeah,
dot net.
we can do that. We can do that. The method, the strategy will be same. Okay. The string format will pass. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Put the email inside the double quotes and pass it.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Just one quick question.
Yeah.
I am not sure. So, what is you know how we use web driver is equal to new Chrome driver, right? So
Yes,
I
yes.
know it's coming from the interface, right? What is the benefit? I mean, th this question I have from a long time.
Yes, yes, I
What
got
is
it.
the
You
benefit
see,
of using it?
in real time, what happens? We don't have a single browser. We have to run our scripts on multiple browsers, right? Not just
Yeah,
here. I'm using only Chrome browser. But once we migrate to a better framework and all those stuff, right? We'll understand that we'll not use only Chrome browser. We can decide like in a what particular file we can mention in which browser your script should run or whatever it is. Okay, so we'll see
yeah,
that later. Anyhow, but ultimately, what happens is when you have multiple browsers, right? So when you write some generic code where, depending on the browser depending on the given browser name, the script should run on that particular browser when you create the logic, right? Then you have to create multiple things like, Chrome driver is called new Chrome driver, Firefox driver is called new Firefox driver. Okay. A situation will come where, for everything, a common thing should be there. Okay. So a common thing where you can store the object of the Chrome driver also into that thing. You should be able to do that. You should be able to store the object of the Firefox driver to the same thing. Okay, so how it will be possible for all these browsers, this browser driver classes, the parent interface is WebDriver. Okay, so in Java
yeah,
we can create an object for the child class and assign to the variable of the parent interface. Here, if I write Chrome driver, okay, if in tomorrow's logic, if I have to create object for Firefox driver, that object I cannot store into the driver of Chrome driver class. That is not possible. Okay. So what we'll
um,
do, we'll take a common interface, common parent interface for Firefox driver, Chrome driver. So whatever the type of driver you are giving here, without any hesitation, we can store them into the parent WebDriver interface. Got it?
yeah. So, Arun, my question was in terms of Java, right? So, is I see
Yeah.
this is one of the benefits, right? Using the
Yes.
parent reference
Yes.
variable, you can any
Yes.
other
If
any other reason of doing this, like having
no
the
other
reference.
reason. That's the main reason. Okay. So one
Okay,
reason may be that, generally what happens in Java, in terms of Java, not in Selenium, but in terms
okay,
of Java, what are the things that will happen when you create an object for the child class and assign to the variables of the parent class means, you see, parent has its own methods. And
yeah,
let's say there is a parent interface and there is a child class. Let's assume in the Java, okay, not in Selenium. In Java, let's say there is a parent
okay,
interface and there is a child class. Okay.
yeah,
Now, you see all the methods that are there in the parent interface need to be implemented in the child class as per Java, right?
yeah,
Compulsory.
yeah,
If it misses anything, we are going to get a compiler error in the Java programs. Okay. Whatever the methods that are defined or declared, just declared in the parent interface should be compulsory implemented in their child implementing classes. That you have to do, right? Now,
yes,
what if what if you don't implement, you'll get a compiler error. That's good. Okay. So we are going to implement all the methods of the parent interface in the child classes, which are inheriting that interface. Okay, as a children. Now, is there any restriction that child classes should not have its own methods apart from
No.
implementing that? No restriction, right?
Yeah.
So let's say there is animal and there is dog, and dog class can have its own methods. Should not be as same as whatever the methods that are declared just in the parent animal interface. Okay, let's assume. Okay, so child
Yeah.
class can have its own methods. Now when you say dog is equal new dog, and say use the object reference of dog and say dog dot something, all the methods in the child class, whether they are overriding the overridden methods of the parent interface or dog class its own special methods, everything can be accessible with the help of the child class object reference. But what if you create an object for the child class and assign to the variable of the parent interface? In that case, using the parent interface in such cases like this web driver like that, animal is equal to new dog if it is there. Using that
Okay.
animal dot, you will not access the child class specific methods are restricted. Not access
Okay.
them. Only the
Yeah.
common things between the parent interface and child class can be accessible. That is one of the restriction we'll get apart from this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Got it now? These are the major
Yeah.
ones. Okay.
Yeah.
These two are the major ones. One thing is that when you have multiple classes and you have to store that into a single object, we have to find a parent interface which is common to all these child classes. Okay. That's one thing. Second thing is that only the common methods between the parent interface and child classes can be accessible when you do this kind of style where create object for the child class and assign to the variable of the parent interface. Okay.
Okay.
And child class specific methods cannot be accessible. If you still want to access the child class specific methods, either you have to downcast it, or you have to directly create an object for the child class and also assign that object reference to the declare the object reference with the same class itself. Then you can access all the methods of the class.
Okay.
In terms of Java, as I explaining, but here it doesn't make sense. Here, why we are storing into the WebDriver interface is to for common thing, okay? Because tomorrow, if I have to store this object into the Firefox driver, it will not be possible, right? But WebDriver can store Chrome driver, Firefox driver, anything. Okay, that's the reason we'll put that as a common parent interface.
Okay. And you are also by using this also you are also saving the memory, right?
Not like that. We are not
Okay.
worried about the memory part here.
Okay.
That's not the main intention here. Okay.
Correct. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome.
In
Any
real
other
time also,
questions?
in real time also, we have test the registration function like this one, sir.
In the real time also, we have to write driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Everyone will try to write like this only. But the reason behind why we are writing is just now explained, right? That's the reason. We should not be writing Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver in real time. Okay. We should be
Yes.
writing driver is equal to new Chrome driver, or driver is equal to new Firefox. Okay. We should,
Okay.
everyone does like this only. Okay. In real
Okay.
time. No one
Okay.
will say Chrome driver is equal to new Chrome driver. No one will say in real time projects.
No, not like that, sir. Like for
While
example,
practicing, it's okay. But while really implementing, we should make sure that we create an object for child class and assign to the parent interface in real time. That is WebDriver interface.
okay.
Okay.
Hi, Arun.
Yes,
Hello.
Shadar.
Yeah, actually, I want to currently we are not following any page object model.
At
So,
present, no. At present, we are not doing. Maybe if you have missed any sessions, right? So what we thought is like we need to complete up to 27 test cases here under this account. After that, we are going to implement together. Okay.
so actually, I want to know from starting why we are not using a page object model because in
You see, you see, I want to, this is like, we can use from starting only, but the problem here is, people need to understand why it is required and what is the reason. Okay. So only for explanation purpose and all, we are not using.
okay, so I think
Otherwise, we can start directly from the test case one itself. If you're already aware of page object model, you can start from the test case one, how to use it. Okay. Here, our main focus is on solving the challenges, automation, like different test cases, what challenges we face in real time. Okay. Every test case was different, right? So we are putting more focus into that area now. And once that is done, once we are good with solving the challenges in the test case point of view, then we'll implement. Okay. So that will not confuse other people. Okay. If we mix up the
okay,
things, right, people may not understand the challenges that we are facing while solving the different test cases here. Okay, that's the main intention. As part of the training, we are not doing, but in real time, if you are working on a project, directly we'll start with page object model, page factory, and all those stuff. Okay.
yeah, okay, thank you.
Yeah. But once we complete 27 test cases, all the test cases under register account functionality, once we automate, we'll definitely move on to the page object model. And even that will, it will be very faster for us. Okay. Because at a go, we can modify all the stuff. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Okay, guys, that's all for today. I don't have time much, any more time. So we'll wind up for today now. Okay. So see you tomorrow, guys, at same time. That is at 7:30 p.m. IST, and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay. And we'll continue with the 18th test case. Okay. We didn't complete it today. There are a few more things we need to verify. So it may take some time. We'll continue that tomorrow. Okay. Bye, everyone. See you.